Another weekend, another endless list of things that somehow became my responsibility. Look at this house. Laundry piling up, dishes everywhere, toys scattered like a tornado hit us, and here you are asking me what I want to do this weekend, like I have choices anymore.
Come on, that's not fair. I work all week to provide for this family. I thought maybe we could finally have some time together, maybe go for a walk or something. You're always saying you want to get back in shape, so why don't we just start?
Get back in shape? Back in shape? Do you even hear yourself? When exactly was I supposed to maintain any shape while growing two humans, breastfeeding for years, and running this household like a single mother while you're providing? I look in the mirror and I don't even recognize myself anymore.
I'm trying to help. I thought exercise might make you feel better about, you know, everything. I read that it helps with mood and energy. I just don't understand why you won't even try. It's like you've given up.
Given up? Given up? I haven't given up. I've been consumed. Every piece of who I was before has been systematically erased by the demands of keeping everyone else alive and happy. My body, my mind, my dreams, my time, everything belongs to everyone else now.
That's not what I meant. I just think if you made exercise a priority like I make work a priority, things might be different. I manage to stay in decent shape even with my schedule.
Stay in decent shape? You want to know what my body has been through? I carried our children. My organs shifted. My skin stretched beyond recognition. My breasts have been public property for years. This isn't about getting in shape. This is about grieving the body I'll never have again.
But lots of women bounce back after kids. Look at celebrities. Look at your sister. She's in great shape after 3 kids. Maybe you just need the right program or a trainer or...
Don't you dare compare me to others. My sister has a nanny, a personal trainer, and a husband who actually parents his children instead of helping when convenient. And celebrities, really? You think I have a team of people managing my life?
I'm not trying to hurt you, I just think you're making excuses. If fitness was really important to you, you'd find a way. I find time to work out at 5 a.m. before work starts.
5 a.m.? 5 a.m.? Do you know what I'm doing at 5 a.m.? I'm either dealing with the child who had nightmares, or trying to pump milk, or finally getting the first moment of silence to just breathe. Your workout time is my survival time.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't realize. But there has to be some solution, right? Some way to make this work.
It's not just my body, it's my mind. I used to read books, have opinions about world events, engage in intellectual conversations. Now my brain is a constant loop of grocery lists, doctor appointments, school forms, and wondering if I remembered to pack snacks. When's the last time we talked about anything that wasn't logistics?
We talk about lots of things. What about last night when you told me about that article you read?
You mean the parenting article about sleep training? Even my intellectual consumption has been reduced to optimizing child rearing. I used to read literature, philosophy, science. Now I consume content about developmental milestones and organic baby food recipes.
Well, those things are important too. Being a good mother requires learning all that stuff. It shows how dedicated you are.
Dedicated to what? To the complete erasure of who I was before? I had interests, passions, knowledge about the world beyond child development. That version of me is disappearing, and everyone acts like that's not only normal, but good.
Maybe you could find some time to read other things. I could take the kids for a few hours on Sunday afternoons.
It's not just time. It's that nobody sees me anymore. I went to that work event last month, remember? Everyone asked about the kids, congratulated me on being such a dedicated mom, but no one asked about my projects, my thoughts, my life. I've become invisible as a person.
But
People care about the kids because they're important to you. Isn't that showing interest in your life?
No, it's showing interest in my function as a mother, not in me as a human being. When did I stop being a person with my own identity and become just an extension of our children? Even you introduce me as the kid's mom instead of by my name or profession.
I... Do I? Really? Do I do that? I don't mean to.
Last week at the grocery store, I ran into my old colleague, Sarah. She spent 10 minutes telling me about her promotion, her new project, her weekend plans. When she asked about me, all I could talk about was potty training and sleep schedules. I felt pathetic.
But you have a job too. You could have talked about work.
My job? You mean the career I'm barely hanging on to while managing everything here? I used to be ambitious, creative, respected in my field. Now I'm the one who leaves meetings for school pickups, works on weekends to catch up, and constantly apologizing for being distracted.
You're still good at your job. Your boss seems happy with your work.
Happy with my work? I'm operating at maybe 60% of my capacity because the other 40% of my brain is always managing family logistics. I used to lead projects, mentor junior staff, attend conferences. Now I'm grateful just to meet deadlines.
But this is temporary, right? Once the kids are older, you can focus more on career advancement?
Temporary? I'm missing the crucial career building years. While I'm in survival mode, my peers are getting promotions, making connections, building reputations. I'm becoming professionally invisible too, and everyone acts like that's the natural sacrifice of motherhood.
I never thought about it that way. I guess I assumed once we got through this phase,
And then there's us. When's the last time you saw me as your partner, your lover, your friend? I've become the household manager, the child care coordinator, the family administrator. We haven't been intimate in months because I don't even feel like a sexual being anymore.
I I do see you that way. I just thought you were too tired, too stressed to want.
Too tired? I'm exhausted, yes, but I'm also starving for connection with the person I fell in love with. Instead, our conversations are about schedules and chores. When you look at me, you see someone who needs to exercise, not someone you desire.
that's not true. I think you're beautiful. I just worry about your health and happiness.
Then why don't you ever ask me what would actually make me happy, instead of assuming it's about fixing my body or my fitness routine? When did you stop seeing me as a complex person with needs beyond physical appearance?
What what would make you happy? I genuinely want to know.
You want to know what would make me happy? Stop acting like there's something wrong with me that needs fixing. Society already tells me I should bounce back physically, be grateful for motherhood, excel at my career, maintain a perfect home, and be a passionate wife. I'm drowning in expectations.
I didn't realize I was adding to that pressure. I thought I was being supportive by suggesting solutions.
Every solution you suggest implies there's a problem with how I'm handling things. Instagram shows me mothers who've got it all figured out. My mother asks when I'm having another baby. My boss expects the same output as before. And you wonder why I can't just add exercise to this impossible equation.
Why does society expect so much from mothers? It does seem impossible when you list it all out.
According to research by Dr. Kristen Neff on maternal self-compassion, mothers are 400% more likely to experience self-criticism than fathers because society has created unrealistic expectations for maternal perfection while providing minimal structural support.
400%? That's not fair. I never realized the pressure was that different between us.
This identity loss is killing our connection. I feel like I'm disappearing as a person, and instead of helping me find myself again, you keep suggesting ways to optimize my performance as wife and mother. I need you to see and value who I am beyond those roles.
Maybe we could schedule date nights? Or I could take the kids more often so you have alone time.
Scheduling isn't the solution. It's about fundamental recognition. When I tell you I feel lost, you offer solutions. When I say I miss myself, you suggest activities. I need you to understand that this is about identity crisis, not time management.
I I'm sorry. I guess I do always jump to trying to fix things instead of just listening to what you're actually saying.
I need you to help me remember who I was before I became mom and wife. Ask me about my thoughts on books, politics, dreams. See me as the complex person you fell in love with, not just the family manager who needs better systems.
You're right. I have been seeing you more as a role than as the amazing person you are. How can I do better at supporting your identity, not just your productivity?
This identity loss is destroying not just me, but us. I resent you because you get to maintain your sense of self while mine has been sacrificed on the altar of family life. I'm angry that your identity as provider is celebrated while my identity loss is seen as natural and temporary.
I do feel like work gives me purpose and recognition outside the family. I never realized that motherhood might feel like the opposite, like loss of purpose and recognition rather than gaining it.
I love our children desperately, but I also miss myself desperately. Those feelings can coexist, but society acts like admitting I miss my pre-motherhood self makes me a bad mother. I need you to help me reclaim pieces of who I was while building who I'm becoming.
I miss the woman I married too. Not because you're not wonderful now, but because I fell in love with your mind, your ambitions, your perspectives on the world. I want to help you feel like that person again, not just optimize your role as mother.
I'm scared I'll never find myself again. What if this is just who I am now? Tired, resentful, invisible. What if I've lost myself permanently to motherhood?
Then we figure out together how to help you find yourself again. Not the old you exactly, but the you that includes all of your experiences, mother and individual, caregiver and career woman, wife and independent person.
I want to take real responsibility for supporting your identity recovery, not just help with tasks. I'll start introducing you by your name and profession, ask about your interests beyond the kids, and create space for you to pursue individual goals.
I need to accept that I can't control everything about the children's care to make space for my own identity. Maybe I can trust you to handle more while I rediscover interests, friendships, and parts of myself that aren't about optimization.
Here's what I need practically. 2 evenings a week, completely free from family responsibilities, support for professional development opportunities, even if they're inconvenient timing, and conversations about topics that have nothing to do with household management.
And I need to understand that supporting your identity isn't about fixing your body or mood. It's about seeing and valuing you as a complete person. I'll start by asking about your thoughts on that book you mentioned and actually listening without trying to solve anything.
According to Dr. Alexandra Sachs, a reproductive psychiatrist, matrescence, the transition to motherhood, is as significant as adolescence in terms of identity development. We need to honor this as a process of growth, not loss, and support each other through it with patience and respect for individual identity.
To other couples struggling with identity loss and parenthood, it's not about going back to who you were, but growing forward into who you're becoming. Support each other's individual identity alongside your roles as parents. Both people deserve to feel seen and valued as complete human beings, not just functions in the family system.